This episode of Ty's Eye Help is brought to you by Netflix. What's up, guys? It's time for the Jailbreak update to give you all the latest news on what's going on in the Jailbreak community. So I've got some awesome news to tell you guys. If you haven't already heard, the iPhone hacker Pod 2G now has the iPhone 4 as well as the iPad 2 jailbroken on iOS 5.0.1, and it is untethered. So this is awesome news. The jailbreak isn't out just yet, but I've been hearing that it should be released sometime next week. I think basically all they have to do is kind of package it up into a program, make sure all the bugs are worked out of it, and should be ready to be released. Now, if you want to know when the jailbreak is out, here's what you need to do. You need to subscribe to my YouTube channel, because that will let you know on your YouTube homepage when I post my guide on how to jailbreak the iPhone 4S as well as the iPad 2. I post a full walkthrough guide telling you what you need to do to jailbreak it. Or you can follow me on Twitter, Facebook. I'll post a video as well as the news once it's out there, and the links will be below for that, so do that. So if you guys don't know, the difference between a tethered jailbreak and an untethered jailbreak is when you have a tethered jailbreak, you actually have to like re-jailbreak your phone if you want to turn it off and then back on, whereas an untethered jailbreak, you don't have to do that. It just reboots and it's perfectly fine. No need to re-jailbreak. And now, since the latest firmware 5.0.1 is jailbroken, I suggest all you guys that have the iPhone 4S and the iPad 2 that have been holding out on updating for the jailbreak, it's now time to update. Since the firmware is jailbroken, I think it's time. It's got all the newest bug fixes and developments and stuff like that. So update to iOS 5.0.1 via iTunes, and the jailbreak should be out very soon for you. Now, if there's a firmware released before the jailbreak is, like 5.0.2 or something like that, I don't suggest you update to that. Make sure you just stay tuned to my channel for all the latest news when new jailbreaks will be out for the higher firmwares. But as of now, I say you update to 5.0.1, and in just a few days you'll be ready to go with the jailbreak. Now, if you're one of the people who have an older iOS device like an iPhone 4, iPhone 3GS, iPad 1, iPod Touch 3G, or 4G, you can already jailbreak iOS 5.0.1 untethered. I actually have a video up on it right now. If you're watching this on YouTube, you should be able to click right there. If you're not, I'll put a link below so you can actually find that jailbreak. I've already did a full guide on that, but everything other than the iPhone 4S and iPad 2 is not jailbroken just yet. Well, it is, but it's not released. So click that if you want to know how to jailbreak the older iOS devices on 5.0.1 untethered. But this is very important. If you're on an older iOS device and you're on a lower firmware that's already jailbroken, what I suggest you do is plug it up to iTunes, make sure everything is synced up, so everything is stored on your computer so you can sync it back. Not a backup. That does not work. Do not do a backup. You do not want to restore to a backup. But what you want to do is sync everything up through iTunes, restore your device to the newest firmware. If you just hit restore, it should ask for you to restore and update. Do not back it up. Do not back it up. Just sync everything. Then, once your iPod is done restoring, everything will be cleared out. It'll be like it's a brand new iPod. Then what you can do is actually sync everything back up once it's updated to 5.0.1. If you actually restore to a backup, what it does is it saves all that crappy jailbreak data that you don't need, and it won't be usable, but it'll put it back on your iOS device and you won't be able to see it or use it, and it just takes up space. So restore to the newest firmware, make sure everything's synced up to iTunes, then manually go back and check to sync all your music, your photos, your apps and everything like that up manually. Then you should be ready to go, and you should be able to do the jailbreak video I mentioned before. And I just wanted to mention this because I think it's a crucial thing in the jailbreaking community. I didn't actually talk about it when it was first released, but now there's actually a Cydia app for it. It is called CDevReporter. I recommend you download it right now. Basically what it does, I'm sure you've seen on your computer where you get those crash reports and it asks to send it to Apple. Well, what the CDevReporter will actually do is send those crash reports to the Chronic Dev Team, which is one of the big iPhone hackers. It's like a team of them. So basically what it'll do is send those crash reports to them so they can actually look through them, and it'll help them improve and make the jailbreaks ready faster for you guys for the newer devices and just for the newer firmware, stuff like that. So it's basically just going to improve the jailbreaking community. I'm pretty sure you can trust the Chronic Dev Team to be looking through those files, so you should be safe with that, and it'll definitely help them to improve the jailbreaks and get them out there faster for you guys. So definitely recommend you check that out, download it, and turn it on so they can get your crash reports rather than Apple, because we want the jailbreaks faster, right? do it. So other than those few things, I don't really have anything else to tell you right now about jailbreaking, but I think just having the iPhone 4S and the iPad 2 jailbreak coming soon is good enough itself. So let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below. Are you going to be jailbreaking your iPhone 4S or your iPad 2? I'm interested to know. And that's about it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Let's take one last look at our sponsor for this video. With more than 23 million members, Netflix is the world's largest subscription service, instantly streaming movies and TV episodes over the internet. Members can instantly watch thousands of titles on a vast array of devices, including the iPhone, iPad, Xbox, PS3, Wii, Apple TV, and more. As a Netflix Unlimited member, you can watch as many movies and shows as you want, anytime you want, and there are no late fees or due dates. For a limited time, as a new member and a Ty's I Help viewer, you can get a free trial if you just go to netflix.com/Ty and sign up now. Make sure to use that URL so they know that I sent you. Almost forgot. Peace.